December the 20th, 2021. Who am I? Of course, I am James, you are you, and we are here. How was your weekend? Did you spend it with someone that you love? Did you spend it with someone that you cherish? Well, I sure hope that you did. Now, I'm going to tell you something right now. If I'm doing this introduction for perhaps an unusually long time, I'll tell you why. Someone in our production queue just dropped out of the call. And when that happens, it means that our technical director, Dimitri, Kyres, needs to reconfigure everything. So you know what that means? Well, it means that for now, you are truly at home with me. But just like any great host, you don't think that I know how to waste time? You think that I don't know how to entertain while we wait for any type of technical blooper, blunder, and boner to be reconfigured? Well, just like the fine folks from Judas Priest once said, well, you've got another thing coming. I want to talk right down to you in a language that everybody here can easily understand. Now, it was about a week ago that I announced on this show that I was in dire need of a COVID test. A couple nights later, I was happy to announce negative on COVID. Days pass, more days pass, and before you know it, my symptoms persist, and they persist, and they persist. But what happened even before all of that? Well, I waited on bated breath for a negative test to come in so I could live up to all of the Christmas plans that I had set into place, whether it was parties or shows or dinners. And I sat ever so anxiously in my bed, cuddling my pillow, saying, I hope I get my negative back, because if I don't, I won't be able to go to any of those dinners and parties and shows. Like I said, I got my negative back. And then one by one, each and every one of those things that I held so close to my sentimental heart into thin air. Cancellation after cancellation after cancellation. And just when I thought it couldn't get worse, guess where I found myself about an hour ago? In line to get another COVID test. Why? All I want to do is have a wonderful Christmas time. A lot of people don't like that song. I like that song. You don't like it? Sit on it and twist. Suck an egg. Go fly a kite. I just want to have a Christmas day. I've given up. I am Mr. Christmas. As Dimitri decreed a couple weeks ago, I am the original Prince of Christmas. Now, if we were to have an acronym, that would make me the original POC. The original Prince of Christmas. And I have given up. Yes, my trees are still up. They are completely illuminated. But you know the way the Grinch's heart grows 3 sizes? Mine has shrunken 10 sizes. I've got nothing left. Nothing. Until I woke up this morning and I realized that I've got one vestige of the holiday season left. The Yuletide log where the ember subtly burns is this show. And why is that a surprise? This show has been everything to me for the past 22 months. If I need a parent, well, this show is my mommy and my daddy. It tells me where I need to be. It keeps me responsible to the tasks at hand. If I need a child, this show is my child. It's so cute. I've been watching it grow for 22 months. It's no longer using a pacifier. And if I need a lover, then this show is that lover. But here's the thing. I am not a monogamous lover because by way of the show, I have been making virtual love to each and every guest that has appeared. I've been making love to you, the viewer. That's right. If you are out there watching this show on Twitch, cruising along the information superhighway, I want you to know that because of this show, I have made love to you, which is truly disturbing because my mother watches this show every single night. Folks, tonight is the night you've been waiting for since Chalktober, when we had the panel talking about the best, the worst, the over, and the underrated in the chocolate world. We bring you the sequel. Tonight is holiday, sweets, treats, and more, where a collection of experts come together to discuss everything that makes a good, great, dare I say, terrible holiday treat. So, without any further ado, I quickly check in. Dimitri, are we ready to start this show?
You better believe it.
You better believe it. So let us open the gates and let each and every one of our guests in, because this is the Sweets and Treats panel. Folks, how are we doing tonight? I go down one by one by one. Jess, welcome back to the show you hate being on. You're back again. How does it feel?
Feels great. I'm happy to be here.
You're happy to be here. Ariel De Roo, you dropped out of the call, causing me to talk for upwards of 10 minutes. I don't mind. I like a little challenge, right? I can talk with the best of them. Ariel, welcome back.
Hi, thank you for having me in this chaos.
Well, thank you for responding like a robot. For the first time as part of this panel, we welcome Annabelle Agnew, who I think is getting drunk in a party outfit that she's been wearing for days. Annabelle, welcome to the panel. Well, we can't hear you, so maybe you're drunk already. Let's move on to Monika Schneder, who's in front of her absolutely stupendous Christmas tree. Monika, welcome back.
Hi, great to be here. So excited.
I'm also excited. And Dimitri, woo! How's it going, my friend? You put everything together, back in place. I don't like it. I love it.
I love it. James, it's Christmas time, and the treats just keep flowing in and out of my mouth like a chocolate fondue fountain. And honestly, I'm very excited to be here tonight. I got a lot of hot takes.
Okay.
And even hotter cookies behind me.
Well, I love it. Now, Annabelle, let's quickly check in with you. Can we hear you?
Yes, you can.
We can hear you now. Folks, you know the rules. We've done this once before. Of course, that was just about chocolate. Now, I think it's fair to say that chocolate is probably going to present itself tonight. You can't have Christmas without chocolate. But tonight, we expand our horizons in a big way. It is sweets and treats. That means the soft, the chewy, the rich, the gooey, and the salty and savory. Of course, we all have one beef of the night, which means when you take an extra added umbrage to someone's favored sweet and treat. So let's get this started. I'm going to go down one by one. What is one holiday treat that we cannot, under any circumstances, live without? Monika Schneder, the floor is yours.
Oh my God. Okay. Inesberg, first neighbor I ever had, lived next door to me. She makes the best sugar cookies, cut out with angels, stars, Christmas trees with little sprinkles, and not just any sprinkles, only green or pink. That's it. And I tell you, I've never tasted a sugar cookie as good as this. There's like a hint of the egg that makes it, and it's like almost shortbread, but it's not. It's sugar cookie, so it's lighter. Yep. It's not as buttery. My God. And every year she brings us still. We moved. She's still a neighbor, but she's now about 20 houses down we used to have a duplex. So they were literally my right next door. So that's my first thing that comes to mind.
All right. Shout out to Inez Berg and her sugar cookies. Now I can already feel the offshoot. This is going to be a 2-hour episode. Jess, let's go to you. The holiday treat you can't live without.
Yeah. So when I was little, and I don't know if this still exists, but there used to be white chocolate covered Oreos that came out at the holiday season only. And they used to be my absolute favorite treat to get when I was a kid.
Well, now, of course, you're living your life as a vegan. You probably wouldn't eat the white chocolate covered Oreo now. Do you believe you'd have a taste for it as a 49-year-old lady?
49? First off, how dare you? Second, Maybe.
All right. Annabelle, let's go to you. The holiday treat you can't live without.
Well, there's many, but I would have to agree with Monica that a cookie goes a long way over the Christmas season. My favorite is it's a chewy molasses ginger cookie that I make. That's sugary and it's fantastic. As well as I do love mince pie, like the British mince. The
Great
British
choice.
Mince pie.
Here we go.
Yep.
It's sweet. Love it.
Dimitri, just hold your horses here. We're not pulling
I
out the
meant that
beast
in a
yet.
positive way. I said, here we go.
We're not pulling out the beast yet. Ariel, let's go to you. The treat you can't live without.
Okay, but it's gonna be cumulative, which is a cookie platter. Okay,
Okay.
like
Hallelujah.
and what I love on a cookie platter.
Wait, hold on. No. You can't. There can't be a cookie platter as the one treat.
How many cookies are on the plate?
Okay. Switch it up. Lemon square.
A lemon square. Now that's a
That's
great pick.
nice.
Yeah.
Dimitri, let's go to you. Is it some type of tzatziki square?
Okay. There's many treats that we can choose from this holiday season. There are so many. The list is immense. However, there's only and always one treat. There's always one treat that I see atop the marble counters of my beautiful childhood home. It always sits there, beckoning me for me and my family to enjoy. It's the one and only panettone. Deliciousness has landed.
I love a panettone.
I see it, I want it, and I always smell it. It's Christmas, and if it wasn't there, why? It wouldn't be Christmas at all.
Well, let's discuss this. This is a very divisive dessert. How do we feel about the panettone? I love it.
Love.
Never had it.
What? Yeah. Never had it.
Monica.
Get out of here.
I thought this was going to be an absolutely explosive dessert. Are we saying that Monica, Annabelle, Jess, you're claiming to have never had the panettone?
Never been drawn to it.
No.
Bready with things inside.
It's sweet.
I don't know what it is.
Okay, let me describe it to you.
Yeah.
It's sweet. It's fluffy. It's an absolute dessert on all accounts. However, it's a bread of loaf. Now, here's the thing about it. It comes with...
What's that now? What, a bread of loaf?
It's a bread of loaf. Inside, you can find raisins. You can find chocolate chips. And sometimes...
Hold on, Jess. Continue.
Yeah, I feel you, Jess. I feel you.
Sometimes-
Wait, hold on.
Sometimes it comes with a little bit of sauce. It comes with sometimes a little sweet sauce, and sometimes it comes with a little white sauce, a little sweet custard that you can drizzle and smother all over the sides that you slice.
And this is the thing. There are many types of panettone. You can get a chocolate Nutella panettone. You can get a lemon panettone. You could get a pistachio panettone.
I love the lemon panettone.
I love the lemon panettone too. Mamma mia. Ariel, let's go to you. You like the panettone.
Yes, and I need to know from Dimitri and James.
Yes.
Do you put butter on it?
I don't, but you can.
Oh, so good.
No, I don't even toast it. I have it raw.
Well, I want to go to this because, look, I was going to say that panettone was my can't miss. I want to hit all of you with a couple other can't miss holiday sweets and treats, the classics. Of course, how do we feel about a fruitcake?
Love it.
2 thumbs down.
Love it. Love it.
I'm going
way up.
So hold on, Jess, where do you land on this? Yeah, well, you're giving us, you got a cat coming in the frame. You got white chocolate covered Oreos. We're here eating big kid stuff. So, Annabelle, let's go to you. I love fruitcake. I'll put a bit of butter on that. And if, look, I'm not one of these rich guys. I'll put margarine on it.
Oh, yeah, I'll put margarine on it. No, I love fruitcake. I love all kinds of fruitcake. I've never been, when I found out that it was a controversial dessert, I had all of the questions. I don't understand why nobody likes the fruitcake. I love it.
I absolutely love it. But let's go to the counterpoint here. Monica, you gave 2 thumbs down.
Well, here's the thing. I'd be open to a fruitcake tasting. My experience with the very few that I've seen is that they're always dense and full of red and green maraschino cherries, or they're super dry, and it just, I don't like it.
It's some old walnuts on top.
Inside. It's just, is there one that's light and less maraschino-y, I don't know, but
No, when you get a fruitcake, you want it to hold something down. Ariel, let's go to you.
that's a no for
I
me.
like a liquor Jamaican fruitcake.
So you want to get drunk when you're eating your fruitcake.
Yeah.
You want to
Wasted.
buzz.
Wasted.
All right, let's go to you, Dimitri. You can't stand it.
If this cake were in a yearbook, it would be most likely to get thrown into my fucking trash. It's an awful cake.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Yes.
You threw your yearbook in the trash.
It's an awful cake. I've had it plenty of times. I've given it a fair shake. I hate this cake. Absolutely trash.
Well, Jess, let's go to you. You're not going to like anything
agree.
tonight.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Dimitri. I would also throw it in the trash.
Unbelievable.
Not give it a chance.
I love a fruitcake. The cheaper, the better. I want them covered in the green and red cherries. I want the walnuts. I want them to be candied on top.
Yeah. As dense as possible.
Now,
James,
I want to
next time, instead of throwing it in the trash, I'm throwing it your way.
look. Same exact difference. Trash, James, same thing. I want to go with another classic holiday treat. How do we feel about now? I think this one's going to be a across the board favorite. The Royal Dansk butter cookies.
Is that with the plaid?
That's I can't believe what I'm hearing. They come in the blue tin where people put needles and sewing materials in after.
And there's sugar things on top.
All sorts of different shapes and
Right.
sizes, and there's even one that's got a couple I can't believe what I'm hearing here.
And they do have like the little sexy wrapper that wraps around,
And there's a
yeah.
pretzel-shaped one.
Yeah.
Now, Annabelle, you've gone on record. You like it when the items look sexy.
I didn't realize that I didn't realize it was sexy, but I do like that little bit of, lingerie.
Well, I think that means that you like it.
Yeah.
Now, okay, well, Jess, let's go to you again. You seem lukewarm on the Royal Dansk butter cookies.
Yeah, I kind of just feel like it was like a cookie that would be in my parents' place that I wouldn't eat.
Yeah, you're too busy eating those covered Oreos. These are great with tea. Ariel, you give I can't believe it.
Going with Jess, it's like a cookie that you saw in the teacher staff room, and it was just sad in the corner, not being touched.
Dimitri, let's go to you.
Royal Dance has nothing to prove. It's a delicious cookie
Thank you.
that packs a punch on a budget, and I absolutely agree with you, James. When it comes to tea, this cookie and the tea go together better than Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito.
I love it. Monika, let's go to you.
Store-bought. It's a no. It's a no. I need homemade at the holidays.
Wow, I wasn't aware that we were with a cookie snob tonight.
I have a cookie snob. I really am.
Now, coming in from the chat, we've got friend of the show, Howard George Vance, our friend Vance Gillis. He'll be here on Wednesday. He says, quote, Jess is getting a hard time over her Oreos, but they are quite tasty.
Thanks, Vance.
I think that Vance is just kissing ass right now. I think he's kissing ass.
Whoa, hold on a minute. Is that your beef of the night?
People love ass around the
Oh,
holidays.
that's your beef of the night?
It's not my beef of the night. It's not my beef of the night. It's not my beef of the night. Okay, I want to quickly veer to another item. How do we feel? Because this came up during Chalktober. The Terry's chocolate orange.
I like the dark one, the dark chocolate. Terry's.
All right, so Monika, once again, you're off the board here. You don't like them.
You know what? If you want chocolate fruit, make some homemade chocolate fondue. Get yourself some fruit and dip it in.
Okay, Monica's still on the homemade only. Jess, let's go to you. How do you feel about Terry's chocolate orange?
I feel like I've just never really had a time in my life where I ate Terry's chocolate oranges frequently enough to have an opinion over them.
Well, I'm telling you right now, I bought a pack of After 8 orange flavored. What an unbelievable. Now, Monika, they're not homemade, but they're very good. Ariel, let's go to you.
I have a question. Is it After 8 mint with orange combined in the mint?
I'm not catching any hint of mint.
Okay.
It's just orange.
Was
But how
it
do you
the
feel about
stick
the?
or the square?
They're the square.
Ooh. Ooh.
How do we feel, Ariel, about the Terry's chocolate orange?
Love it. And if I don't provide them in certain family members' stockings, they get upset.
All right, Dimitri, let's go to you. I think you're a yes.
It's 1,000 a resounding yes. It's decadence. It's elegant. It's a thing that you smash, so it's interactive, and it's something you share with others. What other chocolate do you smash and is perfectly then distributed into 18 pieces for you and your friends and family? That's a good design, and it's an even better tasting chocolate.
All right, let's quickly go to Monika.
Who is Terry? That's what I want to know.
Well, this
Genius.
is the thing. If I had known how much you hated it, Monika, I would have tried to find the Terry chocolate orange man to get on the show here. Annabelle, let's go to you. The Terry chocolate orange. You like the dark chocolate.
Yeah, I love the dark chocolate, but our household is a big Terry's chocolate set of fans. And in fact, for my Dave, my husband, I put in at least 3 to 4 Terry's chocolate orange into his stocking. So every second gift is a Terry's chocolate orange.
And it's important to
deal.
distinguish that you've got your Dave, who is your husband, and I've got my Dave, who is my friend.
That's right.
I understand. Let's move on to another classic item. How do we feel about this? Is a combination. It's either a gingerbread man or a gingerbread house. Dimitri, let's start with you.
Disgusting.
You know what? Up until yesterday, I would have agreed. Now, Ariel De Roo so graciously brought me a little container of treats. These were the best tasting gingerbread cookies I've ever had in my life. They were so soft and chewy. They were unbelievable. Dimitri, up to this point, I found them disgusting too. Jess, let's go to you.
Yeah, I like them. I like the house because I like building.
Right. So do you like the cookie or the task?
I like the task.
So not the treat. You don't like it for the sweets. So if someone said you can make this house but out of dog biscuits, you'd still do it.
Yes.
All right, there you heard it here first. Jess Fildes likes dog food. Ariel, let's go to you.
You know what? You maybe that needs to be someone's beef or her own beef.
Yeah.
Do I like gingerbread? Only if it's not rock hard, which it often is.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, Monika, let's go to you.
Wouldn't seek it out, but if I'm in the kitchen and they come fresh out of the oven
Yep.
and there's icing on it and a Smartie, I'll have one.
Now, again, Monika, you are a tough nut to crack tonight. Very tough nut to crack. Annabelle, let's go to you.
I love gingerbread. I love eating it. I'm more on the eating side than the task side. I find with the task gingerbread kit, it's always super messy. It never works out well. Everything's always falling apart. It never looks as good as some of the things I see on the internet.
Yeah.
So it's a not for me. And then if you eat it, you might as well knock some teeth out as well because it's way too hard.
All right.
I'll eat the gingerbread cookie.
Well, Dimitri, you began this. You want to close this one out?
It's disgusting. I don't know what there more is to say. I think it's extremely overrated. I think people put up with it because it's this thing that we do around the holidays. Ultimately, I think it's a lesser treat, and I think there are better treats out there that we should be funding instead of
All
this
right.
garbage cookie.
Well, I'm gonna throw one out here right now. How do people feel about un bûche de Noël?
Yeah.
Well, all right.
What
Dimitri,
is that?
You sound aroused, Dimitri. So the bûche de Noël, otherwise known, I guess, in English as the Christmas Yule log, is a Christmas log cake, or it can also be an ice cream cake. The Christmas bûche. Dimitri, you sounded aroused. Let's go to you.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's a log, so physically it's nice for the eyes. It comes with layers. And it's a quintessential, not only Christmas dish, but Quebec Christmas dish. And honestly, I could see this cake sitting in front of a log with the tree in the corner and the grandpa sitting in the rocking chair.
Grand papa.
a grandpapa sitting in the rocking chair.
Un grand-papa avec un gâteau de chez nous.
Et il a un peu de gâteau sur sa face parce qu'il aime le Yule log. Moi
Il est
aussi.
tellement sous aussi.
Il est high. Il vient de smoker un peu de marijuana. Et pour moi, and for me, the Yule log is for that reason a quintessential treat. And it tastes very good.
Annabelle, let's go to you. The bûche de Noël.
Never had it.
Never had it? Okay.
But in fairness, I'm not from Quebec, and so my Christmas dishes are often very British inspired because I grew up with a British family. So
Well,
it would be like
we're going to talk about this.
Yeah.
I want to get into all of that.
I
Monika,
have one for Annabelle later.
Please. Okay, but what about now, Monika? You've never had un bûche de Noël?
I actually did have, I didn't realize it was the log. I had one for the first time a few weeks ago.
Yep.
And it was I really liked it. I don't know if like other cakes, there's a variety and some I may not like, or depending on what's in it, because I don't know if it's always the same, but the one I had, I really liked.
Ariel, let's go to you. Bûche de Noël.
Okay, it's really great because it's super exciting, especially when you're a kid, because you cut into it. First of all, there's animals on top. Like usually because they're really decorated because it's a little log. And then you cut into it and you never know what you're gonna get. There could be ice cream, there could be cream. It's really a good time.
See, I prefer more of the ice cream persuasion because the ones that aren't, I find them disgusting. Jess, let's go to you. Any experience with the bûche de Noël?
Nope, never had it.
Zero experience. I've only got a couple more quintessential items, then we're going to open this sucker up. Now, again, this came up during our Chalktober debate. How do we feel about receiving a box of pot of gold chocolate? Okay, so what? To the shock of no one, Monika hates it. Let's go to Monika.
You know, look, what's the fun about it when I was little was looking at the picture of what's in it and taking a bite of all of them to test them all.
Sure,
But they're just not my favorite chocolates. Like I much prefer After Eights. I like that one. I really like.
Okay, fantastic. Annabelle, let's go to you. You were a hater as well.
I'm a hater because I love the Quality Street instead, which is a much better box of chocolates.
It's the adult
same
chocolate
menu. Exactly. And then you can choose what you want off of this little menu.
All right.
It's very simple.
Ariel, let's go to you. How do you feel about the pot of gold?
I don't know if this is in pot of gold, but I love the one with the orange cream that people hate.
I love an orange. I love an
Love
orange
it.
cream chocolate.
Yeah.
Jess, let's
I
go
like
to you.
that
The
one.
pot of gold. I got to tell you, we need a couple people like Monika and Jess in here to really balance the scales. Dimitri, how do you feel about the pot of gold? He's already eating a panettone.
I couldn't resist. I'm gonna actually side with my fellow compatriots here on this panel and say it doesn't do much for me.
Yeah.
Ultimately, there are other treats that I would probably flock to ahead of this lesser than. So for that reason, I would say this is disgusting and I hate it. Deserves to be in the trash. Pot of gold. 2 thumbs
Now,
down.
I didn't intend to bring this up. How do we feel about the Lindor chocolates? But Annabelle, let's go to you first.
Well, I was gonna say like a sub question of pot of gold is the toffee. Does anyone have any feelings about toffee?
I have no feelings about toffee.
Because toffee was marketed as a very sexy thing to give to people a long time
You're
ago.
all about the sexier treat.
Why is it sexy? I want to know.
I don't know. I just remember, I think it was like the name, like toffee. Yeah.
Oh, it sounds seductive coming out of one's lips.
Yes.
Well, how do people feel about the Lindor chocolate, synonymous with Christmas?
Love.
I also like them a lot. Again, Monika, lukewarm. Jess, let's go to you.
Yeah, I'm into it. My mom would
finally. Finally, Jess is into something. Dimitri?
I don't know what I said last time. So this time I'm gonna say that I like them.
Yeah.
I think they're a treat for the eyes and for the stomach. And when I see them in a beautifully displayed crystal bowl, I will go to them and probably pocket a few for the road.
A crystal bowl? What parties are you going to?
Often Lindor chocolates are displayed traditionally in a nice crystal bowl.
It's true.
Well, this is going to be
I'm gonna say I hate them.
Please. Hate?
Nice. I like that. I
Yeah.
like that, Annabelle.
Why hate?
I think they're kind of overrated and boring, and they're always kind
I
of
agree.
weirdly soft in the middle.
That's the best
Ooh,
part.
see, I like the
That's the
soft.
best part. Yeah.
I like
no.
the soft.
Nice and
I
soft.
really like the soft.
It's nice and
Nice
soft.
Now-
and soft, no.
How do we feel about, and again, this is going to be kind of a wide open one. Savory, we're going cashews, walnuts, a display of nuts
Into it.
into it. I'm also into it. Ariel into it. Monika into it. Annabelle,
Yeah, when I was a kid, I loved it. I loved sitting there cracking nuts.
What?
all right. Dimitri, how do you feel
A
about
holiday nut.
Yeah.
Say that out loud. That doesn't
Holiday
make
nut.
any sense. A
are you
holiday
talking about?
nut.
Yeah? What about
Literally a song about
Yeah,
roasting
chestnuts
chestnut.
roasting on an open
I thought
fire.
that was a joke, a hilarious joke that people did. They're not even. You're sitting there with your family and you're cracking
Cracking
nuts and
nuts.
eating them.
Delicious. It's delicious.
That's awful. That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
I cannot advocate enough for the nut merchant at the Atwater Market.
That's
The
a great-
mélange des fêtes is unbelievable.
For the holidays, though, listen, I like a cashew and a nut just like every other fella, you know. But for holiday,
well, let's
let's
not exclude women either, Dimitri.
Sure. You know what I meant. But I just don't understand that it's a holiday delicacy. People like these things.
Well, wait. What about a candied nut? That's important. Like
Candied
a
nut-
roasted candied nut.
A
'Cause you take
candied
the
nut is
regular-
great.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean the Hubble telescope is important? We're talking about the holidays. I'm
So
not.
I get
Nuts
it.
are synonymous with the holidays. Jess, let's go to you.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, I think so. I would definitely eat like a bowl of nuts at the holidays.
Yeah, I agree with that. A bowl of nuts at the holidays sounds great. Monika, let's go to you. This is the first time I think I've seen you openly love something tonight. And we're 37 minutes in.
Oh, love is a strong word. I'd say it's
All right.
it's more that as a kid and still there was always a bowl of nuts at the holidays. I think to offset the chocolate, there was also a bowl of the walnuts with the shell and the cracker.
Yeah.
That would be fun to crack. I didn't really like to eat them. It was just fun to crack them. And the nuts in the bowl, I only really liked the salted, like I'd pick out the cashews and almonds and maybe leave the rest. But I appreciated them there to offset kind of the sweet chocolate.
Yeah,
that I
I couldn't agree more. Annabelle, let's go to you. Now,
Yes.
a bowl of nuts, very sexy.
Bowl of nut. I mean, I never met a nut I didn't like.
Well, with that said, let's go to Ariel. Ariel, how do you feel about the nuts at Christmas?
I said I love them. I
All
love
right.
nuts.
Well, let's open this up. I want to know if there's anything that might be obscure, things that we love that maybe other people don't love, things that we find over or underrated. Who's it going to be? The floor is everyone's.
I'll start with something overrated, extremely overrated, and I can't believe it hasn't been brought up yet. The infamous candy cane.
Oh,
Oh.
great choice.
Yeah.
Don't like that.
Overrated. One of the biggest.
Hold on.
losers.
Is it actually? I think it's rated perfectly fine that no one goes crazy about it.
And yet I see them everywhere I go when I go to people's houses for the holidays.
Right.
But
You know,
are they
I have-
on their trees? Because like I put them on my tree.
I also
That's
put
it.
them on the tree, but then they're then splayed out and people are given them and expected to eat them.
Well, hold on. I saw you eating one at a party a couple weeks ago.
I was bored. I didn't know what else to do with it. I didn't want to find it a year from now in March when I'm clearing out my closet.
I'm just going to say that I do not think that they are overrated. I think they're rated perfectly where they are as an accessory to Christmas.
Oh,
Here we go.
well, then don't call them a treat. Call them an accessory.
I didn't.
Why? You would not call
I'll
them
say
a
this.
treat?
I enjoy a candy cane. I don't love it, but I enjoy it.
That's a
So what do you
lie.
think about peppermint bark? Like those people that hand out, like they make it and they put it in a
Mhm.
mason jar and then they give it to you.
I like that.
I would like that. And that's
But
essentially
I
just
think
a candy
Annabelle
cane.
hates mason jar gifts as well.
But no, I don't. I drink out of mason jars.
Oh, okay,
so
okay,
I'm
sorry.
not totally anti mason jar.
Now, coming in from the chat once again from Vance, he says a candy cane is a decorative treat, and I agree with that too.
Yes.
I think that they're often purchased not to be consumed. It's an either or. Jess, how do you feel about the candy cane?
Yeah, I don't like to eat it, but I guess you're right that it is decorative. But
Yeah,
then
no, this, and I apologize for interrupting. Jess, continue.
Oh, but then like, what do you do with it after?
Well, I think this is that I don't think we hear anyone talking about, oh, I love candy canes. I think that they're rated exactly where they are, is just they're a part of Christmas. They're no peppermint patty, but they're a part of Christmas.
Then why eat them?
Well,
Why
okay.
make them edible?
Ariel, let's go to you. Things that you love around the holidays that, again, you might love, they might be underrated. You can even like something that you think is overrated. This is about stimulating discussion here.
Let's go to someone else.
Well, all right, Monika, let's go to you.
So every Christmas Eve, I'm in charge of dessert. And every year I make an English trifle. And I'm curious if Annabelle has thoughts about that. Mine
I'm
is
literally thinking about it. Yeah.
Do you like it?
No.
Oh, you don't? Okay, well, here's the thing. I've had some I don't like. I don't like the soaked fruit in alcohol. So I made one that I really like that's jelly rolls that line the bowl. So sliced up, then custard that I make. And raspberries, fresh raspberries, and also some in a tin because it comes with a syrup. So it kind of adds a bit of sweetness. And that kind of soaks the jelly rolls in the custard. Then just whipped cream and shaved chocolate. So no
Sounds
alcohol, no other fruit. And it's my favorite thing. And I only do it at Christmas Eve, and that's it. So it's a fun
I think it sounds lovely. Now, Annabelle, you don't like it. You're anti-trifle.
I'm anti-trifle. My mom always makes one, and
That's fair.
hopefully she never watches this show. It's just not my favorite thing. I think it's too creamy, not enough sort of diversity in the crunch. There's no crunch. It's just all soft and
There's no crunch.
Okay.
No
Do we
crunch.
have any other feelings about the trifle?
Never really had it.
No, me neither.
All right,
very
well,
British
One day
thing.
for you.
I got no opinion.
Let's go to you, Jess. Things that you like around the holidays could be over, could be underrated.
So I really like this one dish and I can't have it anymore.
Here it comes. I can feel it.
It's pavlova.
Ooh, I love pavlova.
What is that?
Yeah.
It's like an egg and sugar dish.
Oh.
And it's delicious. And my mom would always make it for us, usually topped with like cream and like strawberries.
It looks good. I've never had it. I'm looking at it now. It looks delicious.
It's quite tasty. It's light. It's fluffy. It's like the perfect meal to have, or perfect dessert to have after like a big meal.
Okay, we got the pavlova. Annabelle, let's go to you. Any opinions and also your contributions?
Well, I was going to say that I love the pavlova as well because unlike the trifle, the pavlova has a crunch with the meringue, this cooked meringue, and then it has the fruit and then the cream on top of it. So it has all this kind of depth to it. So yeah, love the pavlova. I guess earlier I mentioned the mince tart, which is
It's a great choice.
I love that, but I think that can be controversial depending on who you're talking to, especially with the people who don't like fruitcake. They probably don't like.
Yeah, the fruitcake haters might not like the mince pie. I'm all in.
I haven't had it either, so I can't comment. I'll probably hate it.
It's delicious. Dimitri, let's go to you. Some of your favorites or maybe things that you find over or underrated.
Over and underrated around the Christmas time. Well, something that's a little bit more to my liking, to my history and culture, is a nice Christmas baklava with which isn't necessarily a Christmas dish.
Yeah, I was gonna
just have it
say,
around the Christmas time.
that you're creeping towards my beef of the night because I don't think a baklava is uniquely Christmassy. That's
No.
like saying, something that's near and dear to my heart is a nice Christmas ice cream.
Ooh, that's good. That's really good. Yeah, I don't know. I just, it makes an appearance in my. I'm willing to, admit that it's not necessarily a Christmas treat, but it makes an appearance in my life around the Christmas time, and for that reason, I'm a huge fan. And I don't think anybody here would disagree that baklava is a very delicious dessert.
Look, I like it.
Good too.
Now, let me throw this one out there. What do people think about eggnog?
Love it.
That's a treat, right? That's a treat. Is this the first universal love it? And I'm going to tell you, it isn't because I'm out.
What?
I'm out on the eggnog. Too thick, too creamy, too sexy.
Right.
James, you might like oat nog.
Yeah.
Oh, oat
Not as
nog. I don't even
thick.
like oat milk.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Is it more of a thin nog?
It is.
Yeah.
All right. So everyone's on board. Now, who spikes their eggnog?
I spike everything, brother.
All right. So, Monika, what are you spiking your nog with?
Rum, 100%. Traditional.
Ariel, you as well. Dimitri, you as
Bourbon.
well.
Gotta be rum.
Bourbon.
And then,
I've done both.
Annabelle, what are you spiking it with?
I've done both spiced rum and then like whiskey or bourbon, whatever.
So no spike for Jess, but you are dipping the covered white chocolate Oreos into the nog.
Oh.
Now,
Can
let
I
me
also
throw
just
this.
say about the white chocolate that I
Please.
just dislike it in general? So
Sure.
No, thank
Look,
you.
look, I don't think it's going to be anyone's huge. I like it. I would say I like white chocolate, but this is not Chalktober.
No, you're right.
This is not Chalktober. I'm curious to know, of course, now this one might be a real winner for everyone. How do we feel about hot chocolate? Oh my goodness. Now, Monika, what's going on? You got a tough relationship with that HC?
It's just neutral for me. You know, I think it's just generally a bit too sweet and rich. Like I'm not able to do dairy like I used to. And I think a good hot chocolate is best with milk. And I
I agree.
handle it.
I make mine with milk, but hold
And
on.
whipped
How
cream
can
and
you say
stuff.
that a hot chocolate is too rich and sweet when you're down in that nog?
Well, again, there's the oat nog that I've started
Sure.
to do because of the non-dairy, and it's good. I also did some homemade, which was really good.
Okay, now how do people feel about the variation of a peppermint hot chocolate, right? A very festive flavor. I'm also in.
Nah, it's too sweet.
No
and you
way,
can't-
man.
Yeah, I'm out.
I'm out for all hot chocolate based drinks.
All hot chocolate based?
Lord.
All of them.
I'm kind of with
Why?
Annabelle there. I'm not into it anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why though, Annabelle?
Now keep in mind, no one has used their beef of the night yet.
I might.
Well, that might be my beef of the night. I'm not a
Well-
fan of the hot chocolate. I think it's too cloying. It's too sticky. It's like just sort of.
You're
sits there in
drinking
your
that
mouth.
eggnog. Eggnog's so
Yeah.
thick and sweet.
Yeah, but you got a little. It's better. It's just better. It's a better sticky. And
Less sweet too.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ariel, let's go to you.
What are we doing? Hot chocolate?
Yeah.
Love it.
Wow. I can't believe this. Dimitri?
Hot chocolate?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Are you kidding me? Whoever says it's
But,
not
but
good.
you're
armor-
against the peppermint hot chocolate.
Yes, that's ridiculous. Why would you ever do that? Disgusting. But the hot chocolate, wow, absolutely heartwarming. It's quintessential Christmas. It's everything that I love about winter. And whoever says they don't like it is a murderer.
Uh-oh. Oh, you got
Wow.
Is it beef?
I guess
Is this a beef?
Annabelle and Monika have now been accused of
Murderous.
murder live on the air. Now, is
But
there
what about
anything?
Bailey's
Look,
and coffee? I like Bailey's and coffee.
Delicious.
now that's an initiation. How do people feel? I mean, I'm out. Of course I'm out.
I'm out.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it.
I don't
Beautiful.
think Monika has liked more than 2 things tonight. I can't believe it. Monika, what do you like?
Tell us.
The sugar Inez's cookies are amazing.
Well,
Yeah.
Monika, you're hanging on to these cookies from 30 years ago.
Oh wait, does Inez still give you the cookies?
She does. She
Oh.
She's still giving out the cookies, this Inez?
Yes. I mean, I like my across the street. I like when other people bake and bring stuff. So across the street, she made like meringues with chocolate chips and amazing chocolate chip cookies. You know, like I like the cookie platter. Like
Hold
kind
Go to
on.
Jess.
Oh,
Let's go to
here we
Jess.
go.
I have a beef.
Oh! Whoa! Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I got music for this.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Beef time, baby.
The first beef of the night. I
So
love
my
it.
beef is that sentence you just said, which is you like when other people bake you things and bring them to you.
I do.
Everyone likes when other people bake them things and bring them to you.
Wow.
To them.
Wait, so Monica's playing the bottle with an old bottle of booze here.
Okay, wait. I have another
mind.
beef against Monica.
Oh, there's another beef.
There's another
Dimitri, hit
beef.
it.
Hold on a minute.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Dollar, dollar.
Okay, we heard all about Inez. We know her name, we know what she does. And then this other woman brings beautiful meringues, and her name is Across the Street.
Wow.
I know.
So
Well, there's a history. There's a history.
I just want
Oh.
to recap that Jess's beef was that Monica just wants people to bake stuff, and Ariel's beef is that the other person across the street doesn't get a name. So none of these beefs have had anything to do with people's tastes. Unbelievable use of the beefs. Now, I'm curious, is there anything that we just don't like? Because there's been some things. Dimitri brought up the candy cane. There's been a lot of strong feelings about, of course, fruitcake and things like that. Now, I'll throw this one in here. This one comes in from Vance. Chocolate liqueurs, the most overrated festive treat.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Yeah, I definitely
I'm
don't
with
like
Vance
them.
on this one.
I don't.
Is it
I don't
overrated,
consume them.
though?
This might be the first uniformal opinion tonight.
I don't know if it's overrated. Like, I don't know anybody who likes them.
Okay, so you feel similarly to the way that
Yeah.
I responded to Dimitri's opinions towards candy canes.
Yes, I do.
Okay, now what about this one? I'm going to go back to the baked goods. How do people feel about the red and green Rice Krispie squares? Does that count as a festive treat?
Yeah, I count it.
They're simply-
But wait, Ariel, why doesn't it count if it's
No.
it's
Well,
a
because it's lazy.
but it's a Christmas crispy.
It's Christmas because you put red and green M&Ms on it.
Yeah,
It's
no,
simply
lazy.
And they
decorated.
they
Who
had
said
like a
anything
Rice
about
Krispie
M&Ms?
crisis.
I can literally take the green off and put an orange one, and guess what, James? It's for Halloween now.
We're talking about Rice Krispies. You're talking about M&Ms.
You said you decorated with M&Ms.
I never said that.
I got a beef, and you know who it's against?
Oh,
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Dollar, dollar.
My beef is against James. And the reason is he's running out of Christmas treats.
I didn't run out of any.
You're running out of Christmas treats, and now you're coming up with some cockamamie shit where things are getting swapped out and decorated,
No,
whatever
hold
the
on.
holiday may be.
Hold on. Do people count the holiday Rice Krispies as a Rice Krispie treat, as a holiday treat?
Yeah.
Yes, there was like a Rice Krispie crisis.
There you go.
Late last week.
What are you
Wow.
talking about?
I'm out of the loop.
I don't know
Yes,
what
it
you're
was
talking
all
about.
over the news. No more Rice Krispies anywhere.
You mean the Kellogg's thing?
Wow.
no? just the
Oh,
Rice
okay,
Krispies.
never mind.
Yeah. Okay. So it seems like people agree that a Rice Krispie square is a holiday treat.
That said, I'm not a big fan of them.
I'm with this.
Yeah. Look, I like them, but look, and they're coming in from the chat right now from Phil Smith. He says overrated the raw cookie dough you eat off the spoon. I gotta say, I don't think that's a Christmas treat.
That's not
No.
a Christmas
Like-
anything.
Who's serving that up to Phil Smith?
It's not a
That might be
holiday
sa-
anything.
Someone might be making cookies with the spoon.
Oh.
That's an all year round
Smith,
treat.
That's all
Needs
year
better
round.
neighbors. Needs a better neighbor.
Whoa, Jess, you've used your beef for
We
the
got
night.
a beef,
On-
baby!
Here
Money
we go.
talks.
Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Dollar, dollar.
Let's hear it, Jen.
One, cookie dough is not a Christmas treat. And two, who doesn't love eating raw cookie dough?
I'll say this: I don't love eating it.
I don't love it
Makes me
either.
sick.
Yeah,
That's the
Delicious.
point of it.
It's delicious.
The point of cookie dough is eating it and not making cookies.
I mean, I think I probably eat more cookie dough than I eat cookies. If
All
I'm-
right, well, I'm dangerously close to using my beef on that, but I'm reserving it. Now, again, another cookie that we haven't discussed, is this a Christmas cookie? The shortbread cookie.
Oh
Is
yeah.
that a Christmas cookie?
It's Christmas.
That's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
Christmas.
Look, right now you've got 5 yeses,
All right.
one
I
cat.
didn't know. I have an opinion.
All right, well, let's hear that opinion.
Delicious. buttery, sweet, goes fantastic with a cup of tea. And you know how much I love my tea. I love a little biscuit. It's nice, simple, and at the end of the night, a little sweetness right by the fire. That's Christmas.
So we have all finally agreed on one item. The shortbread cookie is a Christmas winner.
Can I add something to it, James?
Yes.
Shortbread cookie with a bit of chocolate in the middle.
A bit of chocolate. Look, I'll take chocolate in the shortbread cookie. I will take it, but it's not a make or break. Ariel, let's go to you.
And something I make, you put shortbread.
Hold on
caramel-
now. Hold on. I'm going to build up to this. I'm going to build up to this.
Sorry.
Now, this is my next item. I mentioned that Ariel gave me a little tub of treats. One of these treats featured shortbread cookie. Ariel, take it away. What might be my new favorite holiday treat?
Yeah, shortbread on the bottom. Then we have a nice layer of caramel, and then chocolate on the top.
Yeah,
Called
and
millionaire shortbread.
the millionaire shortbread. I've got a few of them right now. They're unbelievable.
Is it like a Nanaimo bar?
No coconut. Get that.
No, but
coconut out.
No, but I think
in
what
terms
Dimitri
of
means is it kind of like the same. It visually has Nanaimo bar qualities.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
a fudge on top, caramel, and then a nice crunchy base.
Yeah.
It's soft, very soft. Now I want to go to Phil Smith in the chat because, of course, everyone in here just absolutely shredded this poor SOB. Phil Smith says, "Quote: What? When you were a kid, mom is baking Christmas cookies? Come on! For me, it was a very Christmas thing." He's pleading his case. I say no.
I respect, that at the holidays, that was holiday for him.
Yeah. Also, who knows? Maybe his mom only had time to bake at Christmas. Maybe
It's
we
true.
should give it to him.
And here's the thing, right? We're talking about sweets and treats. I think, look, at least on my end, there's been a concentrated effort. We're not veering into foods, right? Are there any savory things that we've missed? Are there foods that you would consider a sweet or a treat?
Yes.
What about the clementine oranges? I always love those.
A clementine orange around the holidays, that I believe to be a Christmas treat.
Yes.
But they're so readily available that I wouldn't say that I like them any more at Christmas than I do when I'm suffering from a cold in the spring.
But when I get them in a stocking, I'm excited.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh.
In the
What, that'd be
stocking,
a
is
real-
it
that-
1892?
that's a dud. That's a good gift.
Yes, I do the
Yes.
same thing. I put them in at the bottom of everybody's stocking.
That's
Oh,
like your
dud
dad
gift.
ate your Terry's chocolate orange and he's trying to fool you by putting a real one in there.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's a dud gift. I'm officially using my beef of the night on Annabelle for giving her kids
Here we go. Money talk.
for
Here
Christmas.
comes the money.
What a disappointment.
Dollar.
Imagine you're a little kid. Imagine you're a little kid. You can dig to the bottom of your stocking. It's stuffed with treats, and then you get an old soggy clementine. You get you know what that is? You get work for Christmas.
Classic. It's a
Ariel,
classic.
let's go to you. What's something like a food that maybe you'd consider a sweet or a treat?
The thing I look forward to the most at the holidays is a little piece of stuffing topped with gravy and cranberry sauce.
That's not that's
Yes!
that's part of the meal.
No, but I save it at the end, and I always save a little piece, and it's like my dessert.
I got it.
How do we feel about that? Does that count? I say no.
I mean, what constitutes a treat?
Well, I think a treat is something that isn't part of dinner.
Yeah, it's always after.
What do you mean always after? So you leave it at the end of your plate and then you eat it? That's part of that's the last bite of food. I want to do a vote on this. Jess, how do you feel? Is that part of the meal or not?
So I feel like it's not, I feel like it is part of the meal, but in Ariel's specific case, it would be a treat.
Yeah, but that's like saying, oh, I always save one last chicken nugget at the end of my meal. It's a treat.
It's a nice treat.
I've been eating the treat for the whole meal. Annabelle, let's go to you.
I think I have a beef with Jess.
Yes!
Is that an official?
I think she's kissing Ariel's ass.
Here comes the money.
Here
Money
we go.
talks.
Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Dollar.
Let's hear this. I want to hear this, Annabelle. You're saying that Jess is an ass kisser.
Yeah, because it's clearly just a part of the meal that she's
Thank you.
saving.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Monika, let's go to you. How do you feel about this supposed treat?
It's part of the meal.
Part of the meal. There we go. And Dimitri?
I'm gonna say that it is not part of the meal. I disagree.
Oh!
Thank you, sir.
How is it not part of the meal? Break it down.
What do you mean? It's a treat,
He doesn't even
baby.
believe, he doesn't even believe in his own
Yeah.
Guy's lying through his teeth.
Woo!
I'm spreading my beef over to Dimitri as well.
What the heck? Is this an
Annabelle
official
has had
beef?
so many beefs tonight.
Is that an official beef, Annabelle?
That is an official beef.
Here comes the
All
money.
right, let's
Here we
go.
go. Money talk.
Money
Here
talks.
comes the money.
Except.
So your beef is that he disagrees with you.
Yes.
All right. Do we have any omissions? Because of course, when we did the Chalktober episode,
Right.
there were many omissions the next day and the
Right.
days that follow. Dare I say weeks? Is there anything we're not remembering, Monika?
I mean, it isn't for me, but I'll throw it out there. Hershey's Kisses in red and green foil. I'm neutral, but maybe it stirs
Now,
something.
I think the Hershey's Kiss is similar to the festive Rice Krispies, right? The Hershey's Kiss is available readily. All they do is change the foil.
Right.
I consider a Hershey's Kiss an all year round treat. If anything, a Valentine's Day treat.
Also Ferrero Rocher.
Ferrero Rocher is a
Yeah.
holiday chocolate, if there ever was one. How do we feel about the Ferrero Rocher? I hated them. Now I like them.
I'm neutral.
I'll eat them.
What about in same line the bocce?
What do you mean the bocce?
The bocce is delicious. It's like a Ferrero, but like deliciouser.
No, deliciouser.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Jess knows. She's kissing my ass.
Now I've never had one of these. I just googled it. I've never had one.
Oh, they're
Games are
good.
meant
have
for
one
you
on
because
there.
they even have a little love message that comes with it.
Ooh.
What I need this holiday season. Do we have any other omissions before we begin to wrap this thing up?
Are you? And now it's almost like a distant story, a myth from past, and I don't remember if I'm remembering correctly. Does this? If I say this to all of you, maybe it says something to you. Okay, Lifesaver storybook.
Well, I recall those.
I used
I
to
recall
get them
them.
at Christmas in my stocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An
I don't
advent
like them.
calendar.
I don't like them.
The advent calendar, yeah. But again, the chocolate sometimes is very questionable.
True.
I loved it though as a kid. I have to say,
Oh,
I loved it.
we're forgetting one that is going to be polarizing, I think. Marzipan. Marzipan.
Oh,
Oh no.
Love marzipan.
I'm
love
not a
marzipan.
fan. I'm not a fan.
Love it.
I don't think I've had it.
Now this is like, again, this is the tail end where lots of final items are seeping out. Monika, I don't believe you've used your beef of the night, have you?
I haven't.
Yours is the only one left here, so we might not get to it. Do we have any other omissions? Whether it's a salty treat, sweet, frozen, baked, store-bought, are there any omissions?
Thinking.
Does a icebox cake sound count?
I don't know what that is.
You never had an icebox cake?
I think, when you're scraping the bottom of the barrel with the ice box cake, it means that we've done all the damage that we can do as part of the 2021 Holiday Sweets and Treats panel. We've done it. There's been a lot of back and forth. Things got really fire at the end. It took about 45 minutes for the beefs to come out, but they finally did. And this is all to say that we've got one left over. So, Monika, this means while you dislike the most things,
Right.
you did not take umbrage with anything that anyone said, despite people taking umbrage with you.
True, I didn't. I didn't feel it. I got to go with the gut.
You got to go with the gut. Any final words before we call it a night in this holiday season?
No, this was fun.
Merry Christmas to all.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Lots of treats out there, so try them all, Monika.
Totally. I
Yeah.
will.
Stop
That's the
playing
real
our
lesson.
neighbors, Monica.
That's the
Dimitri,
real
go
lesson.
get your yearbook out of the garbage.
No, I can grab the yearbook. You know what's in the garbage, though, right? It's a damn fruitcake.
Well, look,
Word.
Where's
Call
your
me the-
garbage, Dimitri?
call me the raccoon because I'm coming to look for it. I'm going to get that fruitcake. Annabelle, I'll split it with you.
Please.
From the trash to 2 raccoons. Folks, that's our show tonight. I, of course, have to thank Dimitri, Kyres, Jess Fildes, Monika Schneider, Annabelle Agnew, and Ariel De Roo. We did it. The sequel that people have been waiting on pins and needles for has now come. It has happened. It is gone. Don't forget that we will be back this coming Wednesday for the ultimate holiday trivia showdown between Dave Kaufman and Andy Asaf. So much more, so much more, and so much more right here on twitch.tv/@home with James. Until then, I am James. You are you. We were here. Good night, goodbye, farewell, and of course, be well as we all wave goodbye.